Greetings, everyone. I am Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. Today's rune reading, we're going over the energies coming off of the Lionsgate portal of 8-8, which was just yesterday. Okay, we had a quarter of the way through the year now. Now we're closer to the fall equinox than we are the summer solstice. So we're entering into a harvest period. Okay, we're also entering into a new moon energy in about a week with a new moon in Leo. So let's go ahead and discover what these transitional energies are all going to be like over the next few days. All right, how are we feeling after that Lionsgate portal? I know a lot of us have been in that abundance, right? Doing a lot of that work in gratitude. So that's been beautiful, y'all. Let's go ahead and cleanse the space energetically, right? And invite an increase and more gratitude for the uncommon abundance with this $2 note. That's what that symbolizes. Okay, so 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth as we are just coming out through this Lionsgate portal. The energies are still very much present. We always have so much to be thankful for and in gratitude for. That'll invite more to be thankful and grateful for. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Beautiful Lionsgate portal. I love it. I love you. Thank you for allowing me in this space as we share this energy together. Let's go to the runes for some guidance. Y'all, this is a very awesome energy to be in, and still is, with this Lionsgate portal going on, right? So first I want to address, we have this new moon coming up in a week. We have all this gratitude, right? So we had this full moon at the first of the month and another full moon, a blue moon, at the end of the month, marking the second and third very big super moons. So that's when the moon appears closer to us, right? So the things that came to light during that first full moon are going to be coming to light even more so through this Lionsgate portal. This has been an adjustment for us so we can be thankful for even more towards this blue moon. And how beautiful is that, right? We're coming from this energy of holding the torch, lighting the path. This is a rune, the rune of fire energy, that Pac-Man, always moving forward, one step in front of the other. So we're very much on this journey, on this path as we light the way for ourselves and for others. This rune is named Kenaz, right? Very fire energy. So blazing that trail, which you are doing with gratitude, right? Being thankful for all of the opportunities that we are being presented with presently. So, along with the present energies, the present influences are in identity. This is the rune called Manas. This is self, this is humanity, this is culture, like labels, more the 3D kind of stuff, but this is also the opposing clan flags that give us the perspective of labels of identity. So for a lot of us, this is knowing where our place is within our communities, within our legacies, which is this next rune here. So as we're in our future actions, we're moving through building our foundations for our lasting legacies. This could be spiritual practices that you've adopted or that are being strengthened throughout this period, right? As we light the path for others, we light the path for ourselves as well. And that is only going to add more to your foundation, right? How beautiful is that? So that foundation is also like paradigms, religious practices, faith, beliefs, structures that we have to pass on to future generations. This rune is named Othala. This is also inheritance. It is also home, right? Future actions may be increasing our home, whatever that identity is to us. So actions taken for the best outcome. This is beautiful. This is B for birch, B for beginnings, B for birth, right? This is the rune called Berkana. This is a lot of beginnings, birth, familial nurturing, right? So this is going to a family type of energy, right? I pulled a tarot card for the collective yesterday on my social media. That was the Three of Cups. So during a lot of this Lionsgate portal energy, a lot of us are being called to go to our respective families and ask for support for that nourishing at the birth of the beginning of our paths, right? Or maybe to even heal those aspects of those types of families. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it is your literal biological family. Like, I know blood is thicker than water. However, it is through the ties and the proven energies from our experiences with those shared perspectives, right? That we form these bonds that are just like family, and in many cases stronger than family, or in that sense of the biological, stronger than that biological family, right? So a lot of us are doing a lot of that healing work and action taken for the best outcome. This is a lot of nurturing. So your thoughts and emotions are in this movement forward. This is Rido. This is a journey. This is riding. This is some sort of a moving on from or a moving on to. Whatever it is, the energy is shifting and we are moving, right? Possibly moving into building more of those stronger foundations. Gathering resources is what I'm seeing. Gathering knowledge, moving into a healthier paradigm, right? And moving into healthier nurturing, into a healthier family situation with that healing energy, right? We have so much to be thankful for. When is the last time you told a family member how thankful you are for them? I'm sure that would help make their day. Like, even we could have the world's crappiest day, right? And even just hearing that from our loved ones, from our sons and daughters, right? Those of us out there that are parents, nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, mothers, fathers, grandparents, right? Anybody hearing those words like I'm thankful for you. I appreciate you. I celebrate you. I dance your memory. Isn't that beautiful? Possible problems, though, are in this discipline, in this sense of justice, right? So don't get caught up in those 3D type of aspects. This is the rune Tiwaz. This is the god Tyr's rune, if you're into the Nordic beliefs, right? So self-sacrifice, justice. Don't be self-sacrificing too much, right? This is the rune of success. This is the rune of your moving into building a positive relationship with self, with your family unit, whatever that family unit looks like to you. It could be your spiritual tribe. It could be your past lives are being healed through these actions, through this nurturing of your legacy, moving forward, right? This is beautiful, right? So we always have this to risk, right? Our disciplines. We always have that risk, don't we? When we're always moving forward into new and sometimes questionable sort of things. I had this discussion just last night, even like it's follow your heck yes. Like, I'm not going to swear, but you can, follow your F yes kind of thing. Like, if it's not that sort of a yes that you're getting from divine, like, yeah, do it, then, it's probably not for you, right? So follow your F yes, right? Is what I believe is like going to be our mantra moving forward with this future outcome Ooh, look at that. Future outcome is in a successful harvest. Right? This is Jara. This is an irreversible rune. And it's the only irreversible rune on this read today. So there's a lot of significance to this. Whether we like to admit it or not, the energy moving forward is going to lead to a process or a gain or a growth of some sort. Whether this is paradigms and lessons being learned as far as that goes, who your true family is, moving on, to these healthier foundations, right? Healthier constructs. This is a harvest that we're going to experience either way. So what type of harvest is that going to look like for you? That is up to you, right? It is always up to you. How you respond to the now, how you react, how you react towards, right? So it's great that we can think about the future and our future steps, right? So, however, it's very easy to get caught up into this. Like, where am I going? I'm blazing the trail to my harvest, right? That's what you're doing. You've been blazing that trail. You've been lighting this way for yourself, for others. You've been leading by example. You're shifting your family. You are nurturing and experiencing such wonderful movement forward, right? Our thoughts and emotions are in this movement, right? Like this, I am increasing always. I'm adding to. I'm not moving away from. I am adding to. The moving away from and the falling off of the other aspects of self, of community that we no longer desire or that are no longer healthy for us, that we're no longer guided towards, will fall off naturally. Right? When we focus on just what we are responding towards, right? Not what we're responding from, right? I get to, right? I get to, I have the opportunity to is a great way to shift that perspective. A lot of us are making a lot of healthy choices with catching those thoughts as they come in. Like, ooh, watch that self-talk kind of thing. And that's beautiful. That's to be celebrated, right? Thank yourself. Thank yourself at the end of the day of all the great things that you've caught yourself doing, even the little things, right? Like, I had this thought, I might not have responded to it the best way, but I caught that thought. And I recognized that I responded in a healthier way than I would have before. Was it the best outcome? Who knows? But it's divinely guided, right? So thank yourself for that situation, for that moment, for those thoughts, right? And celebrate more to come with this family, with this birth, this new beginning of this new you, right? This new you is coming up around the corner. We're moving into fall, into the harvest season, right? And you're moving forward in such excellent ways. You have that sense of self, that foundation. Like, you are moving forward in very strong, sure ways, right? Watch out for that discipline, though. It can be risky and tempting at sometimes when we want to relax a little bit or fall into those other situations, right? The pendulum always swings both ways. Right now, we're on like an upswing, okay? It will eventually kind of go back the other direction, right? If those of us who follow the laws of the Hermetics or even scientific principles, like every wave has a high point and a low point, right? You can almost look at this rune reading like a wave, right? So a lot of these can be high points, low points to us energetically. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, right? But just recognize that when we are on that crest of the wave, it can be feeling great. We can see forever. We can see over the other waves. We can look at a big, bright future, but then all of a sudden we're bringing back down. We're a little bit more relaxed. That's just how waves work. And when we recognize that as opportunities for healing, opportunities for nurturing, opportunities for new beginnings, and building on that foundation that you're doing, then you're successfully moving forward in your disciplines. Then you're successfully moving forward in your justice, right? And you will reap a greater, more abundant harvest as we continue to ride these waves or see the swinging of the pendulums, right? We can respond to the direction of, right, of increasing the height of the wave that's coming next, or increasing like that, or stalling out the pendulum when it swings up, and slow that swing down. And then when it's swinging the other way, or when it's a low part of the wave, like we can move through it more swiftly. And those are energies that you get to, it's all in the way that you respond and how you nurture, how you move forward, right? How you're building your legacies and your faith, right? And how you're lighting that trail, not just for yourself, but for others. Like in truly selfless acts, we find love. We find that greater sense of family. And we're moving forward to such beautiful harvests, y'all. Just keep on going. Keep that discipline healthy, right? Let's get some cards for clarity, because this is beautiful, y'all. This is great energy moving forward. And I really believe that you are healing, you're doing your work, you have your sense of integrity, you have your self-respect, right? It's not from an ego place. You're going forward in healthy ways. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, these are the Soul's Journeys cards. These are cards that are messages directly from the divine, from spirit, directly to your soul, to your spirit, right? Directly from source, straight to you. So, divine, please show us clearly and make it without any doubt that it comes from you. Messages of clarity for today's health, or for today's rune reading. I just saw the word health, so I said health. Okay, that's the first card that came up. We have a double feature here today from the divine, so thank you, thank you, thank you, divine. So the first card is health. This says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Beautiful, grounding, green energy and blue healing energy, right? So lots of water, lots of natural food, right? Lots of grounding work, healthy emotional balance, healthy grounding work. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, y'all, this is such a great read. I am so humble and thankful for this moment here with you. And for many more moments to come, I thank you. Because look at this. This is humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I choose. Right? It's not I'm dismissing or anything like that. It's I choose. It's not I'm responding to it this way or that way. It is I choose, right? It is a sense of humor and humbleness, right? Goes a lot further than that sense of lack, that sense of grief, or whenever we correct ourselves, whenever we find ourselves in these moments, right? Coming from it, sense of humor and humility is a lot better than that grief spiral on the lower end of things, on the lower energies. Humor always increases and heals. Always. So let's read about these cards today. Health and humor. 2 H's. So there could be somebody whose initials begin with the letter H out there. This is definitely also meant for you. Or you can look at this as well. Health and humor, HH, ha ha, so they kind of go hand in hand. Laughter is one of the best medicines. It releases endorphins, increases blood flow. It helps us feel lighter and more able to move forward in our disciplines, in healthier ways, in healthy nurturing. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm so excited. Okay, health. Again, this says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Your body is your temple, and you are responsible for its care. You have chosen to incarnate on this physical, in this physical dimension to learn certain lessons. And if you don't maintain the physical vehicle that your soul has chosen, then you are sabotaging your own plan. Your health is a vital element for your soul's progress, and you should never take it for granted. Be sensible about nourishment and exercise. Sensible, right? Don't kick yourself in the butt if you fall off that wagon with your health a little bit, right? Address it with humor. You can always, thank yourself for recognizing that and move on in healthier ways. How beautiful is that, y'all? That you get those opportunities, and every single time you get the opportunity to fix that again and again and again. You could be a sensitive being who must be conscious of your surroundings because you can easily be drained by people, places, or things. Always make a ritual of protection and cleansing before you work with a client, or just bring your mind back to heart throughout the day to rejuvenate. I know I have a great friend out there who is a massage therapist, and I'm thinking of that person right now as they go into their massage work. I'm wondering, okay, what is their health practice? What is their ritual? I think I'm going to message them after this read and ask them, like, what is your protection? What do you have in place? Or what do you even do afterwards? Like, where you're obviously interacting with those energies, right? Even myself as a Reiki master therapist and a teacher, I interact with a ton of people on a daily basis, right? And so it's very important to have that clarity and protection in place before and after, right? We don't want to lose our identity, lose our discipline, lose our nourishment, lose our foundations, right? We want to protect those things and celebrate a great harvest while we're lighting that path, right? This card may also signify a desire to assist other beings work through physical or emotional healing work. You may be involved professionally in the medical fields, body work, or psychiatry and counseling. Or maybe you're just a good listener who possesses sage advice. If you or someone you know inherited a congenital disease, past life work may be of some benefit. Past life work, y'all. A lot of us have been doing that just naturally. That's so beautiful, too. Humor, let's read about that. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. There are definitely parts of life that require your serious attention, but you have to learn to have fun, right? Don't neglect the things that bring you joy and make you laugh. Besides the health benefits to your physical body, your emotional and mental bodies reap huge rewards from the art of joy. And yes, it is like an art, isn't it? Seek out the people who make you feel good about being alive, right? We become like the most alike the 5 people that we surround ourselves with. And if you've read this book called, I believe it's called The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. It's a great read, y'all. I highly recommend it. The 5 people you meet in heaven, right? And this is kind of the same aspect of that. Like, we become most alike the 5 energies that we surround ourselves in. And we are the complementary 6th energy. And there's that multiples of 3, 6, and 9 again, right? Very divine. Okay? Just keep that in mind. What are you going to surround yourself with? Right? Avoid any cynicism and pessimism. Always look at your cup as being half full instead of half empty. When we look at the cup from above, it is always full. The endless chatter of this physical dimension can seep into your conscious mind. So do your best to listen to happy music, read soul-enriching fiction, or be wary of movies or TV shows that can darken your mood. Happy people attract happy people, and hurt people, y'all. What's your YouTube diet? Hopefully it's more people like me, or even like me or something better, right? I am very humorous and humble about that, and I want you to be healthy when you're approaching these sort of things. What's your mental diet? When you talk with people, do you tend to gravitate towards the negative aspects of life? Or do you tend to gravitate towards more of the constructive, complementary sort of aspects of communication? Right? We can always talk about weather in a good or a bad way. For an example, like a lot of us do that small talk with a lot of people in the 3D, right? As a means to relate. So we can elevate that mood by focusing on the better, right? Like this El Nino, like I'm looking forward to a lot later of a beginning of my winter. For an example, because my winter is supposed to be colder here because of El Nino, for an example, right? It's supposed to be colder this year because of El Nino, but it, I believe, will start later. So I'm looking at that positive aspect. My winter will be a little later this year. So keep that in mind. What's your mental health diet? What's the diet of people that you surround yourself with? A lot of us will get that restless leg syndrome when we're in those energies, when we're in the false families or false energies, or energies that just aren't healthy for our foundations, for our spiritual growth and our journey towards that good harvest. Our legs will literally feel fidgety, right? So it's like, I always used to blame it on restless leg syndrome. Okay, but there are other aspects that restless leg syndrome has manifested itself in your life because it's your body trying to actually physically get away from those sorts of energies, right? Ever since I've been in healthier energies, my restless leg syndrome, even while sleeping, has gone away all by itself. None of it was psychosomatic or active or anything like that. It was nothing that I was tuned into. It's just something I noticed retroactively. It's something that I noticed in reflecting in the past of how far and how grateful I have come in my journey as well. So these are messages from the fairies. Fairies, what sort of clarification do you have to offer for the collective on today's rune reading as we're transitioning through this Lionsgate portal currently? It was just yesterday. You want this card? Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fairy said, will you try giving you the card already? And oh my goodness, here's the card for you. Okay, this says walk away. Right? Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. Y'all, I can't make this stuff up. It is healthy to walk away sometimes. It can be addictive to walk away or say no, right? But some of us need to be saying no more often. Some of us also need to be saying yes more often. So as we're saying no, it's not focusing on a negative thing. No is not a negative word, right? You're also saying yes to the other side of that coin, right? You're saying no to the negative, but you're also saying yes to the positive. So if that works for you, just say yes to this journey, yes to moving on, yes to this nourishment in my new sense of family, my new sense of self. As we're lighting these paths and moving forward, yes to this discipline, yes to this abundant harvest in the future, right? Walk away if it's not meant for you. This could be a literal moving for you, a literal moving of careers or a literal moving out of a household or a toxic environment, right? This could also mean just walking away energetically, like just distancing yourself from those sort of unhealthy, responsive energies to you with a sense of humor, right? Like sometimes we have to laugh at ourselves and, forgive ourselves through that humility and that humor, right? Let's read about walk away. Again, this says, leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. It is safe for you to make your desired change. You've been wanting to do so, but have hesitated out of fears about what the future holds and how people react to your decision. This card validates that if it is really time for you to leave, it is now, right? This card validates that it is really time for you to leave. You'll be happier and healthier as a result. What? Literally, okay, it says you will be happier and healthier as a result of walking away. Y'all, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. This is your wake-up call. The answer is yes. If you're looking for a yes or no answer for your question today in this reading, your answer is yes. This card validates, again, I just cannot get over this, guys. I'm about ready to cry here. Whew. Just a moment. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I can't make this up. Because I'm going through a transition as well. I'm moving out of a situation as well. And this really hits home for me too. Right? I'm moving out of those energies and into more beautiful ones. Woo! Okay. You are not alone out there. Right? We're all in this together. As a sense of family. Right? This is your new birth, your new beginning. This is your wake-up call. Okay. I gotta read that one more time, y'all. This is so beautiful. This card validates that it is really time to leave. You'll be happier and healthier as a result. Ask the fairies to smooth the path of your transition and lend the necessary support. The sooner you make this change, the sooner you'll experience the bliss that your future has in store for you. Beautiful, so beautiful. My tears are of joy, right? Of healthy tears, right? Humble and humor, right? Tears of this confirmation for not just myself, but for you. I am so happy for you. I am so thankful for you. I'm so thankful you get to move on in healthier, happier ways. My cup overfloweth for you. Additional meanings for this card are: be assertive. Tell someone your true feelings. Or make a commitment to yourself and vow to keep it. Or start planning now so that you're able to leave, such as calling a support group, or updating your resume, or squirreling away money. Right? Preparing for that move. So you're energetically calling that in to move, to make the transition that much easier for you. Right? Another meaning for this card is go for a healthful and vigorous walk. Go for many of those healthful and vigorous walks. right? My sister's addicted to running. Like, she gets that runner's high. Like, it feels like a humor, and it feels like that healthy release for her. And that is like her, like, walking away from those sort of energies, which I think is very beautiful too. So that's another example of that. Whew. Oh, I need a tissue. Hang on. Okay. Let's pull a chakra token. Whew. So beautiful. This is so beautiful. I don't think I've ever cried during a rune reading before. So I'm just so thankful for this moment here with you. Thank you for sharing this energy with me. Okay, chakra token is... Ooh, look at that. This will help you. This will help everybody. Y'all, so working on that foundation, right? The very base of that foundation is your root chakra. Right? That will help you move forward in healthy ways. Guys, I can't make this up. I closed my eyes while going into that bag. Right? I always close my eyes while going into the chakra token bag, right? Woo! Root chakra solfeggio frequency is 396 hertz. You can vision any color of red, any shade of red, right? You can't go wrong there. 396, right? It's the first chakra. It's located at the base of your spine, right? It's like the base of your tailbone, right? This chakra is associated with survival, safety, and security. Someone with a blocked root chakra would typically be fearful or anxious. Listening to 396 hertz solfeggio frequency will help to stimulate the part of your subconscious brain that is associated with this blockage and help to unearth negative belief systems and feelings residing deep in the subconscious mind. You let that sink in a minute. It will help to unearth negative belief systems and feelings residing deep in the subconscious mind. So this is your calling to work on this root chakra, so you're moving forward in very beautiful, very healthy ways. Okay? When your root chakra is unblocked, you should feel secure and connected to your body and grounded. The sound of the mantra for the root chakra is LAM, L-A-M. It's the first sound of the like Tibetan chanting, right? So it's LAM. Anyway, so the root chakra, we start off with, or the root chakra mudra, we start off with our hands in the prayer position. We interlock these fingers. We have the middle fingers pointed straight up, and then we fold in these other fingers, right? So we got those folded in, middle fingers are up, and the thumb and the forefingers are linked together. All right, and you point this as far south as your arms will allow, right? Or you can point this your middle finger straight down at your root chakra, right? Repeat the mantra LAM, L-A-M, while listening to 396 hertz frequency. Picture that color red, that red light being the like red bricks of your foundation. The unshakable foundation of your healthy self. You've lit that path. You've illuminated those dark places in the cellar, right? And you're repairing that foundation where it needs to. You're nurturing that in a healthy way with your spiritual family, I believe. You're moving forward in repairing that foundation of yours. That is your discipline. That is your mantra moving forward as you get ready for this awesome harvest in the very near future for you. Yeah, I don't know what to say right now. I still have kind of the sniffles from tearing up a little bit because this is so beautiful. Thank you for this space, for this reading today, for sharing these moments with me. And I appreciate and thank you as well. Like, the most important part, like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, right? I'm so thankful for this moment together as we're repairing and get the confirmation of repairing this foundation moving forward, right? And it is really a sense of repair. You have that mortar, right? And you're repairing those holes in your foundation, and you're really laying it and making sure it's secure. In metaphorical speaking, right? So the mudra, again, we start off in the prayer position, and we can fold in these last two fingers, the pinky and the ring fingers, and leave the middle fingers up, and the other two, we're bringing them in, interlocking those, and we can point this very far south and repeat the mantra LAM, L-A-M, LAM, while listening to 396 hertz solfeggio frequency. And just imagine that red light right down in your root chakra at the base of your spine, growing and nurturing and laying that foundational work for the rest of your chakra system. Right, really moving on in healthy ways. Like, this even works in our subconscious brain, so it does affect all of the rest of your chakras, right? You can't have a healthy third eye chakra or a healthy root chakra or a healthy heart chakra without having a healthy, like, whole system, right? So heal thyself, healthy self. There's a reason why, words are formulated this way, right? So while you're working in your healthy self, you're also nurturing that root chakra, as well as many other chakras, right? But as you're doing that, you can think to yourself, like, as your mental diet is adjusting, as your actual physical diet is also adjusting, you can think that all of these energies are going to lay down the foundation towards your harvest. Whatever that harvest might look like for you, that doesn't really matter. Energetically, we're all working towards some sort of fruition of a new either paradigm or a goal or a sense of family. Like, these things are always in flux and always shifting, and we're just going to be more in the flow of all of it. Because of our healthy foundation, we get to sway like the tree, right? We're anchored that way. We know where home is, right? Home, and then the rest of us can respond and be in flow. So beautiful, so beautiful. Like I said, if you wanted a yes or no answer to your question today, the answer is yes. I don't know what that means for you specifically, so if you'd like to mention it or chat with me in the comments below, I definitely welcome that, right? I'm going through kind of a transition too. I'm moving physically. In the 3D realm, I am also moving physically, as well as I'm always kind of trying to improve myself on a spiritual level, so that's always a thing too. But that never changes. I'm so thankful for that. I'm glad for that, because I always get to learn. I always get to learn more new things. So I think in this moving forward for me physically, I'll still be with you, still be part of you. We're moving on to always constantly better. Like, it's not to a less than, it's always to a better than. Right? So when you're asking the universe for guidance, you can always ask for this or something better. Don't paint yourself into a corner. Ask for, this or something better. And the universe will always give you what you need or something better then, right? Beautiful. Thank you for being with me again in this moment. I have been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. If you would like to get your own personal rune reading from me, I am also available at youressentialpractice@gmail.com. Just come and contact me there. I'll let you know what my prices are, things like that. what type of format you would like. We can always work that out, right? Also, in my social media, I have my Facebook in the description box below. I do a weekly Wednesday rune readings at 5. So a live at 5 weekly Wednesday rune readings. So I did all the alliterations, catchy, right? So that'll keep you like informed and reminded, like this kind of phonetic kind of stuff of when I'm going to be doing those things on Facebook. So definitely check out that link down there. I will see you at 5 p.m. again tonight and every week thereafter. And if not, I will see you again at the next rune reading in about 3 days here on YouTube. All right? Have a blessed and abundant day. Namaste.